Bomber targets U.S. troops giving toys to little kids. 3 Iraqi children, 3 soldiers killed. A suicide bomber detonated his explosives as American soldiers were handing out toys to children northeast of Baghdad on Sunday, killing at least 3 children and 3 other troops. U.S. and Iraqi authorities said 7 children were wounded in the attack, where U.S. soldiers had wrestled control from Al-Qaeda in Iraq last summer. The attack, along with a series of other blasts in the capital and to the north, underlined the uncertainty of security in Iraq, even as the American military said overall violence supposedly is down since the troop buildup began this year. Police said the attack occurred as U.S. soldiers were handing out toys, sports equipment, and other treats in a playground 35 miles northeast of Baghdad. Few details were available, but the U.S. military said it was a suicide vest attack and that 3 American soldiers were killed. What are they doing? Giving out toys and stuff to little kids. Is that kind of like setting them up? Making them a target? Why don't they just stay away from little kids? Is that going to make things better? This is another example of how things are not really getting better in Iraq. Well, it depends on who you talk to. Iraqi children frequently converge on American troops, who usually carry soccer balls and toys and stuffed animals crammed in their armored vehicles. In July 2005, a suicide car bomber sped up to American soldiers distributing candy to children and detonated his explosives, killing up to 27 people, including a dozen children and a U.S. soldier. This has happened before. How about don't carry any toys? How about that? Anyway, that occurred about 9 months after 35 Iraqi children were killed in a string of bombs that exploded as American troops were once again handing out candy. Rocket and mortar barrages also hit several U.S. bases in Baghdad overnight. Rear Admiral Gregory Smith, a U.S. military spokesman, said the attacks caused some casualties. The fight we're up against has not gone away. The war or whatever is not won yet. Today's mortar and rocket attacks demonstrate that the enemy has the capacity to wage violence. Smith said, "We're working our way through those attacks and the level of damage." Smith acknowledged the violence is still too high and warned Iraq still faces serious threats from Shiite militants as well as Al-Qaeda in Iraq, among others. No, what are they going to win? There's nothing to win. They're occupying a foreign country, and they always will be, as long as they're there. So, what have they won? What's the point of staying? Or do they even have a choice anymore? Hardly. Another sign. Yes,